if you're Team Envy and you rely on LIRA to carry your early game. Grenades is not the best champion to do it, though. And the nice thing, too, is it also adds a lot of pressure to the bot lane as well. You want your Karma and Ashe lane to shove in aggressively nonstop. They have a hard time doing that when they constantly need to worry about getting collapsed on here. SANTORIN going to get caught out by LIRA.
Oh, the end of the line against the wall gets a lot of damage. The flash away from SANTORIN, but a flash to follow. First blood to LIRA.
Oh, and we see GOLDCOIN United not wanting to let this one go away. Unpunished, they collapse and pick up a kill, but the red buff had expired. That's something that Envy's bot lane is going to be very happy about, but most importantly, the first blood going over to LIRA.
Now, more lane advantages here on the bottom side for Team Envy is actually they're going to get jumped on here. The flash away from Apollo as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow does land. GCU, they get a Summoner spell for an ult.
At the same time, MASH not going for that at all, but now you see might get punished for being a little slower.
SANTORIN finds a hole in the vision and delivers a Shen down into the bottom side here. Apollo's got nowhere to go. MASH picks up a kill.
The extra kind of dueling power early on with the Blade of the Ruin King as we see FENIX getting jumped on.
FENIX going to use the cleanse almost immediately here. Command Shockwave's going to lock both of them up. FENIX flash away, dips and dodges away. FENIX survives the 1v2.
That was so well played by FENIX, being able to dodge out on both the end of the line and collateral damage. Very scary there, but some good footwork out of FENIX, and he gets out alive.
We continue to push and pull teams around. Keeping yourself extremely healthy will be crucial as you get into the late game. It's now Ninja taking a lot of damage. That clockwork windup is stacked up, and FENIX says, I don't even need a jungler to take you down. Moves around very effectively with SANTORIN, and SANTORIN, who didn't have the best early game, might need that help as MASH here is going to want to need to stand united. Flashes away from the piercing arrow, though, so he will stay alive, but in comes Ninja. He spear rushes forward and picks up a kill for himself. Gets the wild growth and the heal out from his bottom lane, so he will survive.
SERAPH's teleporting in, though. Let's see if he finishes this one off. Wants to cut off the escape of GOLDCOIN United. Might be able to get around him here.
GOLDCOIN United's kind of baiting this one out. Envy's still a little bit far away. SERAPH used that teleport, but it doesn't look like he's going to get much for that one, so Solo hangs on to his. They have a solid 2k gold advantage over GOLDCOIN United right now, but are they going to be able to be proactive with that and go for a fight? But there's an Enchanted Crystal Arrow on the Ninja already, and the fight's been taken to Envy. They will trade 1 for 1, though. Jungler for mid laner trade here as SANTORIN winds up going down, and GCU, I don't think they can take that Drake anymore.
While GCU had the better bot lane, that's exactly what I'm talking about, where they don't have spaces. FENIX going for another solo kill.
Command Shockwave used there, but Ninja's going to get the help pick shield there from Hakuo, so he will not go down through that first combo. Both teams have this Ocean Drake to help heal themselves up. LIRA, though, is going to wind up walking into all sorts of ultimates here. Command Shockwave goes down. LIRA has to burn the flash. Wild Growth barely keeps him alive through that.
Benefit for Envy because they can make plays. Here, Ninja caught out a little bit, though, by MADLIFE.
Yep, he's going to wind up using the Spirit Rush right away. Gets exhausted out. Ninja going to wind up Spirit Rushing away. MADLIFE has to get the Stand United channel just to stay alive. MASH. Him and SANTORIN going to pick up that kill. They used a lot, actually, to shut down Ninja's Ahri there.
Envy's not going to let this go unpunished. They group up around the mid lane turret, going to try and grab their third outer turret of the game here.
Yep, the third outer tower will actually
alive.
go down. Command Shockwave gets used in his own way. Hakuo wants a piece of that tower. He's had the wild growth himself. The rest of GCU is kind of coming around from the top side of the map, but they are ultimateless all across the board.
They're fighting for priority in the mid lane. They have an inside track on this dragon because of that.
Yep, Envy's already started this one off. They're going to try to force the teleport out of Shen, who goes immediately into the pit. SERAPH with a Guardian Angel picked up will be the target. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands on Solo, though, in the pit. Kind of stuck between a dragon and the enemy team here. He's just going to wind up walking himself out of that. Envy started up the dragon, have yet to secure. GOLDCOIN United don't want this one going over for free. It's still leashed out. Dragon's below 2k HP, and the smite will go to SANTORIN, but the fight's broken out already. Envy dashing and flashing in, and GOLDCOIN United have to go into full retreat mode. Envy have not yet picked up a kill. They've lost the dragon, but are GOLDCOIN United going to be able to get out unscathed? Looks like yes. They're going to have to respond with one of those global pressures from their side from Solo. Top lane, though, FENIX is going to eventually push down this tower. Also chunks Ninja down with that Command Shockwave and the Command Attack, just combination. The rest of Envy, though, trying to chase after him, but FENIX is going to walk away.
They are pressuring around this mid turret.
Yeah, very surprisingly, GOLDCOIN United, those ultimates unavailable to them, are just going to wind up taking the tower relatively uncontested. Now Envy are going to be looking to contest. SERAPH teleports in, tries to get the stun down, the flash Renekton engage, the deadliest of engages, although MADLIFE going to use Redemption, is living for a very long time against Ninja. MADLIFE will eventually go down, but it's just a 1 for none. So now GOLDCOIN United, got to be careful. They had vision control of this area, but it got cleared out. MASH caught on the opposite side of his team. He's one going down. Solo channels that teleport, winds up completing it as well, and just dashes over the wall.
So they've been in this situation a couple times. Now getting collapsed on by the teleporting SERAPH.
Yeah, SERAPH teleporting way in the back. Ninja's going to have to go super far forward for this one. The Stand United from Shen is going to wind up going down in the MASH. LIRA already getting chunked out here by SANTORIN as he collapses onto him, but they immediately peel off and protect their carry jungler. It's going to be a kill for LIRA on SANTORIN. Yeah, interestingly enough, Envy force GCU up the top side. Apollo looked like he wanted to push the mid lane, but the rest of the team decided to go for the Baron. So now they are in the pit. The Baron's still relatively healthy and solo leading the charge. It's a very tanky Shen, not taking a lot of damage. SERAPH actually staying on this Baron. LIRA rejoins him in the pit. Like you said, this could be dangerous. Command Shockwave is still available. If we don't recognize that, this could be disastrous. Solo goes in. He's locked up on the SERAPH, but Solo's taking a lot of damage now because he's tanking the Baron. Has to dash and flash away. Now MADLIFE's going to be the target. He will not go down as Ninja does not lend it back into the Orb of Deception. Less than 2,000 HP, and meanwhile, Ninja's been able to take down FENIX. No Shockwave to be found. LIRA flashes over the wall. That's a kill for him on top of the Baron.
A very risky situation, but well played. Mash gonna get caught out now as well. Tries to turn back onto Ninja, but with the Lulu there once again to keep the Ahri alive, that's a 3-for-0 in favor of Envy.
I mean, we've heard of Juggermaw compositions. We've heard of like the Super Lucian and Protect the AD carry compositions. I never heard of the Buff the Graves kind of composition. I guess in this case for Envy, other choices are close but no cigar.
That silence is intentional.
I was proud of it. I know Lyra's proud.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, Lyra's very happy with this game. Escorting this wave in, going to try and burn this one down.
Yep, so already going to try to break this mid lane inhibitor tower, and that was the question we posed. With this Baron buff, can they crack the base? The answer to that is yes. Envy take down the mid lane inhibitor tower. Might not be able to collapse down specifically onto the inhibitor, but they've gotten at least 2 towers off the back of this Baron. Lyra's going to be content to kind of tank this one up as long as he got the Lulu from Hakuo on his backside helping him. Down below 5,000 HP. This is going down pretty quick. The Mountain Dragon's helping with that one. Goldcoin United, they're going to jump in here. The Dragon gets reset. Goldcoin are split, though. Solo's taking all the damage, and they're going for the Dragon. SANTORIN wants to try to finish this one off, and it looks like it will go over to Goldcoin United. They have yet to lose a member as Solo barely survives, but Ninja flashing and dashing forward. The Guardian Angel's going to get popped. SANTORIN runs back into the Redemption to heal up, but MADLIFE winds up falling. FENIX is able to turn this around, though. They picked up some extra kills. Mash picks up a kill for himself as well, and what looked like to be bad for Goldcoin United turns out into a 2-for-1. Yeah,
Goldcoin United able to not only secure the Elder Dragon, which it looked like they were giving up kills in order to secure.
Uh-oh.
FENIX getting very low, might go down here.
Ooh, dodge down the piercing arrow, but a flash forward from Hakuo says, I'll pick up that kill.
Ends up being a 2-for-2 right now. They're still on the chase, and Goldcoin United running to the wrong side of the map here.
Yeah, this does not bode well for GCU. That was a very big Baron power play, but a flash taunt from Solo winds up missing here. Apollo going to get locked up on, but Solo taking a ton of damage here. Mash will eventually pick up a kill, but over the wall comes SERAPH. They're going to lock down onto Mash. That's another kill picked up there for Envy, and only one aspect remains on Santorin. Envy, though, are going to immediately start on this Baron buff here, chunking it down well below half HP. This thing's going down pretty quick, and Goldcoin United have to respond. Both of those key teamfight ultimates are available as Solo in the front line gets locked up, but SERAPH is not as tanky as he used to be. Takes a lot of damage well below half HP.
Goldcoin United able to chunk out the frontliner of SERAPH there, forcing them away from the Baron, which regens back up. Goldcoin United have a little bit of pressure here and actually have vision control as well, so there's a chance that they could start this off. You see them going for it now. It looks like they're kind of committed to it.
They're chunking it down, not nearly as quick as Envy was with that extra Mountain Drake on their side. The teleport comes in from SERAPH. The Dominus has him pop. They immediately turn down onto the Renekton. Solo's trying to zone out the rest of the team. SERAPH goes in to try to help him out, but now it's going to be Ninja using the flash and the dash on the opposite side. There's a tanky SERAPH in the front line that will get the first kill onto FENIX, and he was not able to use the command Shockwave. That means Lyra's going to charge forward. Will actually go down, though, after trading a kill for his life, but that means Apollo is fully stacked with his Rage Blade strong. Goldcoin United have to turn tail and run. A flash charm for Ninja won't land, but it forces Mash into the rest of the team. A 4-for-1.
And off the back of that fight, we see them trying to get some more of these map objectives down. They grab the mid inhibitor, they grab the bot inhibitor turn, they're looking for the bot inhibitor as well.
Yeah, with SANTORIN the only one alive for the side of GCU, that means Envy just pretty much have a heyday with breaking the base. The Baron is still up on the map. That's going to be even easier to take now that you have super minions pushing on the bot and the mid side from GCU. Well, Goldcoin United are looking for a game-changing Baron here. This may be a little bit desperate here. They've chunked out SERAPH. He has no Guardian Angel. The taunt is going to land. Wildcard gets used on the tank. The Redemptions are out. They can't quite burn down SERAPH, but he will wind up falling, but not before they trade MADLIFE's life for it. Ninja on the backside was able to get that one. He already used the Spirit Dash, so going forward, he only blocks down to Solo, and that's a lot of damage coming out from FENIX's Orianna. Envy, they have to turn tail and run from this one, but they do stop the Baron. FENIX still has the command Shockwave available, and Mash's Enchanted Crystal Arrow will be up in just a couple of seconds, but immediately Envy turn back onto this Baron. Less than half HP. There's no one else around from GCU to try to steal this one away. Envy, second Baron of the game.
I think that might have been the biggest adaptation between Game 1 and Game 2 was securing a stronger bot lane for the team. So that they had pressure to follow up on whatever LIRA wanted to do, as well as the fact that he's been playing the pick well in these kind of team situations.
Well, the Super Minions have hit the Nexus Towers, which is the go signal for Envy to push down and take their third and final top lane inhibitor. Envy now are going to have every single lane of Super Minions pushing in GCU. I can't see them holding on for much longer here, Mark. They're barely holding on against 2 waves of Super Minions, let alone now that the Baron buff is grooved up.
There's no Ashe arrow either.
Nexus Tower goes down. Solo's going to wind up going, and this looks like the last potential fight for Gold Coin United. SANTORIN is all by himself, and he's going to get his Guardian Angel pop. Ninja in the backline, though, is going to get locked up by a taunt, but they are able to pick up FENIX. SANTORIN falls after the revive. Shockwave is not used again. Mash will trade back a kill, but they're just focusing on the towers here for the side of Envy. The Nexus is exposed, and SERAPH, Apollo, and Hawkwill look to be trying to end the game. They're going to even it up at 1-1.
A good bounce back game there by Team Envy.